And it's not as though she's 18, took a Ninja ice maker or a Ninja smoothie maker and just put it in the cart and walking it past all points of sale. You cannot go through life building your happiness off somebody else's misery. How old are you? Your career is stealing, and that's what you want to do. In a facility where they're a vulnerable person, you would not want a felon taking care of.
Quick pause here because this opening already tells you everything. The judge isn't reacting to one bad decision. She's reacting to a pattern. In court, patterns matter more than excuses, and this one is screaming repeat behavior. Drop a comment right now. Do you see this as theft or straight up betrayal of trust?
It was 2 years deferred education probation.
All right. So you all need to do the paperwork. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room. The coordinator will be in the breakout room with you. You all need to complete the paperwork, and we're going to take this matter up today.
Judge,
Okay.
can I take this up at a later setting and maybe a
No.
week?
This is a power move from the judge. A plea deadline is not a suggestion, it's a line in the sand. If you miss it, the court doesn't chase you, the consequences do. This is also where a lot of defendants realize Zoom court is still very real court.
You will be in jury trial on this case next week, and everyone will be here at 9 a.m. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. Ms. Ferguson will meet you there. She will get your email address so this can be completed. All right, Ms. Moore, if you can unmute and show your video, please. State versus Manisha Moore. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Brian Bernard for the defense, Your Honor.
And are you Ms. Moore?
Yes.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine probated, and the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
Any objections?
No objections.
All right. Are you currently employed?
Yes.
What do you do?
Home health care.
I don't allow people who are on probation in my court to do home health.
And here's the legal gut punch. Probation isn't just about staying out of jail, it's about risk management. Judges are legally allowed to restrict employment when the job itself creates temptation or danger. This isn't personal. It's preventative.
Allowed to be due home to continue employment as a home health care provider if one, your employer sends the probation a letter stating they are aware of your criminal history, and number 2, people that you're providing care for, their families send letters stating that they're aware of your current status with these previous convictions.
Judge,
Do you have any minor children?
No. Well, yeah, I have kids. I have 2 daughters,
And what are their ages?
16 and 11.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's a $1,000 fine to be probated. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. No contact with HEB in San Antonio. That's any HEB in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
Proof of employment within 45 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. 150 hours of community service restitution. Once parenting classes are completed, 50 hours will be deemed satisfied. The
Your
remaining
Honor.
100 hours will be completed once she completes the anti-theft course. Yes, sir?
I thought the agreement called for no contact with the HEB where she was arrested, which is in San Antonio. She lives in Austin.
That's not a part of the agreement. That's outside the agreement.
So no contact with all HEBs are outside of the agreement. That's what you're saying?
No, what I'm telling you is you didn't agree to a specific, the only thing that you've agreed to is that she has a $1,000 fine that is probated and that I give her deferred adjudication. Everything else is outside your agreement. You cannot bind the court to those agreements. What I have said is she is not allowed to go to any HEB in San Antonio.
This exchange confuses a lot of people, so let me break it down. A plea agreement limits charges, not the judge's authority. Once you're in sentencing territory, the court holds the steering wheel. The defense can suggest, but the judge decides.
And whoever you are providing home health care to, that
Yeah.
their family member is aware of that and they send a letter as well.
Okay, so the people that I work with, they are
We could talk
okay.
about it after.
Okay.
But Judge, I'm clear. I will communicate with her how we can satisfy your requirement.
All right. And where is she asking that her probation be transferred to?
Is it Travis County, Your Honor?
All right, transfer to Travis County.
Yeah, Travis County.
Court will sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication.
Sorry, I thought it was
I thought it
two.
was 2.
All right, so let me explain something to everybody. Number one, you do not get to determine what the length of probation is. That is solely in the court's discretion. You all can make recommendations to the court, but anything that's below this line on this piece of paperwork, that is not a part of your plea agreement. And it actually states, note, the parties are not allowed to make binding agreements regarding the length of community supervision or the terms and conditions of community supervision, which are totally dependent upon the court's discretion. The following recommendations do not constitute part of the formal plea agreement. And what is listed? 2 years for the length. TAP evaluation. 150 hours of community service restitution. I don't have to give her 150 hours of community supervision. I could give her, restitution. I could give her 300 hours. The no contact with HEB at Valley High Drive. I can say no contact with HEB throughout the state of Texas. The anti-theft course, I don't have to give that. The reason why I am giving her
This is the most important legal lesson in the entire hearing. Deferred adjudication is mercy with strings attached. It's the court saying, I'll give you a chance not to ruin your life, but don't test me. And spoiler alert, testing the court never ends well.
And according to the stipulations that y'all entered to, she went into HEB, took a Ninja ice maker or Ninja smoothie maker and just put it in the cart and walking it past all points of sale. And it's not as though she's 18. And if she were 18, it would still be wrong. But at some point in time, people should learn you're not allowed to take items from stores unless you paid for them. So should she be getting a minimum of 2 years for on probation? No.
Okay, so I have a question because at first they was offering me this time, sir.
Well, Your Honor.
Probation. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor. We're going to do the deferred probation because it prevents her from being a
Now I'm asking probation. Probation, are you requesting or recommending anything else? All right, so it will be the felony theft course. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful on this probation?
No, Your Honor. Well,
because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. I'm going to send you to the breakout room and probation will go over conditions with you.
Your Honor, am I excused?
No, you are not. You need to go into breakout room with probation and make sure that your client understands her conditions.
Understood.
All right. Yes.
Upon entering into the breakout room with Ms. Moore, and her attorney needed a little bit more time to talk because she
Mr. White
is not really probably wanting to do this.
Yeah.
So they're in the breakout room still discussing whatever. And I called ADA Espinosa to let her know what was going on. So they may be asking for the court's reconsideration.
No. All right. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay, so I'll go back in.
Okay.
And await further.
And Lauren is here. I'll put her in breakout room number 2 if you want to tell her what the issue is. All right. Manisha Moore. All right. You entered into a plea yesterday. The court accepted your plea. The court entered a legal sentence. Are you seeking to withdraw that plea?
Yes.
State, the court entered a legal sentence. Are you asking or agreeing to the withdrawal of the plea?
Yes.
And I shouldn't say withdrawal of the plea, but you're asking that the sentence be reconsidered.
Yes.
And you all have reached an alternative agreement. So the previous rights that the court gave you yesterday, those are still in effect. Do you understand?
Yes.
So according to this new plea bargain agreement, the state is asking that you be sentenced under 1244, that your punishment be assessed at 21 days in the Bexar County Jail, and there be $1,000 fine. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that the new plea agreement? Do you understand that to be the new plea agreement? And has your attorney explained that to you? All right. The court will follow your plea bargain agreement. The court will find you guilty. All right. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 21 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently, and there's to be no employment as a home health care provider. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing? All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Now that you have a felony conviction, you are not going to be allowed to work in any field that requires you to have a license.
This lady really thought taking jail time was the smart move to save her career. She just voluntarily turned a fixable probation case into a permanent felony conviction that leaked.
This is where the irony fully collapses in on itself. She accepted jail time to protect her career, but the felony conviction legally destroys the very job she was trying to save. So let me ask you, was this desperation, bad advice, or pure denial?